Today, Republicans in Washington took action on another campaign priority in 2024, cracking down on transgender student athletes.
This afternoon, the Republican House passed the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act. And tonight, Erie News Now Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon has reaction from Republicans and civil rights groups who oppose this bill.
The National Collegiate Athletic Association currently considers transgender competition rules on a sport-by-sport basis. That could change under a bill passed by the Republican House Tuesday.
The bill is passed. That objection, motion to reconsider, is laid upon the table.
The legislation would amend Title IX and require schools to follow strict gender definitions based on a person's genetics at birth.
But today, the House voted to uphold common sense again. We voted to require all schools receiving federal funds to uphold the original meaning of Title IX and keep biological men out of women's sports. The American people sent a clear message in November. They want us to return to common sense.
Opponents to the bill say it's discriminatory in nature, especially for the 3% of American high schoolers who identify as transgender, according to the CDC.
This bill is framed as protecting women and girls' rights when it does anything but that.
Shawali Patel is the senior director of Safe and Inclusive Schools at the National Women's Law Center, an organization fighting for gender justice.
This legislation harms all women and girls. I mean, it's a direct attack on women and girls who are trans and who are intersex, who do not fit into this narrow definition of sex that's based on reproductive biology. There are actual issues that Congress should be prioritizing, not something like this that actually is an attempt to further their hate against people who are trans.
Senate Republicans are expected to bring the bill up for a vote. However, passage in the Senate will require 60 votes per the Senate's filibuster rule. It will be a steep uphill battle for Republicans, who have a 53-47 Senate majority. Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, Erie News Now.
And about half of all U.S. states have implemented some laws limiting transgender student athletes from participating in competition. We'll be right back.